Good morning, I am Kevin Price. Delighted to be with you. Going to spend some time talking to you about you and your business. And as usual, I have a lot to cover, so I better jump straight into it with my good friend William Edmundson with a great company called Abbey Executive Suites. That's ABBY.com. I've been a long-term friend and client of Abbey and love what they do and love that they bring great opportunity to my audience and also great guests, which I think we've got lined up for today. How are you today, William?
I'm doing well. Thanks, Kevin.
Tell us a little bit more about Abbey real quick and then introduce us to your guests.
I'd be glad to. Kevin, Abbey Executive Suites is a chain of executive suites based right here in Houston, Texas. We're a local company, started about 31 years ago. And what we do is we're in the business of providing turnkey office solutions for people who need permanent offices and all of the amenities that come with that. For people who need virtual office plans, maybe they need a place to get their mail, folks to answer their phone. And what a lot of people don't know is we also provide meeting rooms that people can rent by the hour simply by going to our website, finding the location, and booking at the location convenient to where they need to be.
Yeah, very good. Your guest today.
Yeah, I'm excited. We've got a guest from our 2500 Willcrest location over in the West Chase area. It's Dr. Stephen Ford, and his company is Ford Sport and Spine Chiropractic, and we're glad to have you on today. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, kind of tell us a little bit about yourself and your practice.
Yes, my name is Dr. Stephen Ford. I'm a sports injury chiropractor and a general chiropractor. I treat pretty much all types of injuries from head to toe, from back pain, the generic back pain from sitting at a desk all day, and doing to sports emphasis of injuries that doesn't require surgery. So I fix pretty much anything.
Very good. Go ahead, William.
Yes, I was looking at your website, and boy, there's so many things that are just nagging pains that a lot of people just kind of live with. Tell us a little bit about how you address those kinds of issues with folks.
Yeah, before I got into chiropractic, I was just a health promotion, kinesiology background, and I didn't really realize how many people just decide to live with pain. When I went into chiropractic, I was treating patients I've had pain for 2-3 years, and I've just become what's normal. And so with injuries like that or people who are chronic, the main thing is we have to kind of retrain the body to feel good instead of being in pain all the time and just basically putting it in the back of your head and just thinking that that's normal. So we go through a basic screen. I do an exam on you, and we kind of see what's normal and what's not normal for that person. And that could be from bending forward and not being able to touch your toes or getting pain in your back, and you just say, oh, I've always had that. Well, that's not normal. So we have to kind of break down each section bit by bit and kind of treat the body as a whole, and then once we fix that, everything starts coming to get better. And it's surprising how many people say, "Man, I've never felt this good in 20 years." So it's quite a really beneficial practice for me. It keeps my spirits up, and I love what I do. So.
What is the, do you also make suggestions in work in the area of nutrition with your clients?
Yes.
Kind of give me a whole sense of what you do.
Yes, so it goes from doing adjustments. I do muscle work for all the muscle pains and sprains and joints and stuff, and then I do what they call kinesiology taping, which is, you see that a lot on a bunch of, like the Olympics and stuff like that. Then I go from pre and post surgery rehabilitation for, say, shoulder surgeries, whatever the case may be. And then, of course, nutrition is a huge part of being healthy. So if you want to lose a couple lbs and you don't have the guidance, I help them with that. And we do a nutrition log and break down what can be causing some pains as well for diet purposes. And then another big one that I do as well is gait analysis. So for some runners out there that just they have that weight or they're just starting to try out and they don't know what shoe to pick or how they should be running or what muscle imbalances are causing that pain, we analyze all that as well.
Very interesting. Go ahead, William.
Yeah, it's amazing how complex the body is and how that fine-tuning makes a difference. Now, Dr. Ford, we were talking earlier, and you are somebody who chose to take the risk and go out and open a business on your own. Tell us a little bit about why you decided to pick an executive suite versus going and getting a storefront or doing some things that most people would think are the right things to do.
Yeah, sure. I first, have these big ideas that I'm going to open up a 3,000 square foot storefront, have a big sign, on the interstate, everyone sees me, and then you, as a startup, you have this big ambition, and you go and get all of these bank loans, well, you try to anyways, and the first thing they tell you is, where's your capital, or where are you starting from? And you basically say, well, I'm a small business startup, and they just basically just keep saying no, no, no. So that ambition kind of went out the window pretty fast, and so I went and started looking at little type of renting offices, and with the Abbey Suites, I mean, the amenities that come with it, it makes overhead extremely low. You don't have to do the receptionist that's on hand. You don't have to do any kind of employment opportunities where you have to kind of screen people and see if they'll be good for your practice or business or whatever the case may be. And then everything with that, its low overhead was just a huge department because I didn't have that much money to start it up, and it was a great place to start up.
Well, that's a great place to actually end the segment as well. It's phenomenal. I never even thought of that, but it just kind of attests to the fact that there's just so many creative and different types of businesses that would use an Abbey. By the way, it is FordSportandSpine.com, Ford like the automobile, sportandspine.com. Dr. Ford, thanks for being with us.
No problem. It was my pleasure.
And William, as always, how do we reach you to get more information about Abbey?
Absolutely. We're on the web at abby.com. You can email us at abby@abby.com. Or if you want to give us a call, you can call us at 888-785-8800. One more time, that's 888-785-8800. And we love it when you tell us that you heard about us on The Price of Business.
You bet. When we come back, much more for you here on The Price of Business. Do want to remind you, best content here. It shows up over there at usdatareview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter. More after this.